about meeting you.
Check.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, can we bring this closer here? So this is in the camera, right?
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I can come.
I will.
Yes.
I have 3 questions for you, and I will tell you before.
No need to tell me.
No?
Just ask me.
I just ask?
It's more natural that way.
Ok, natural.
Yeah.
Ok, io vengo ripresa? Mi avvicino?
Vuoi?
Ma sì.
Avvicinati.
Am I looking at you or at the camera?
Ok, facciamo che lui guarda in camera. Allora.
Ok, guarda in camera. Look at
the camera.
Then do you want to go sit there so it's more natural for me?
Vogliamo cambiare?
Ok, va bene, mi metto di qua e poi facciamo le foto.
Ok, sì, facciamo la cosa.
Actually, we can sit right behind the camera so I can.
Just look at the camera. Quindi allontano un po', ok?
Sì, è corta.
Alright.
Ma che non
No, devi...
è corta.
Un po'. Come closer. Sorry, we are a bit...
Grazie. Facciamo così.
Alright, good.
Ok, ci siamo?
Perfetto.
Vai.
So, my first question is...
One thing, this cord is pulling a little bit.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. My first question is, I know your model that you think about marketing transformation as a 5-lane highway. Can you explain this model to our readers, to our community? So in simple words, and first, our community is made of marketing professionals, practitioners, business leaders that read every day our magazine for getting insights and inspiration for their marketing practice. Okay.
So when you think about marketing transformation, it is not just about people, it is not just about process, it's not just about technology, it's actually all of these things put together. So when we think about how we want to move into the world of modern marketing and to transform marketing, we really have to think of this as a journey that takes place on multiple dimensions. So I like to call this a multi-lane highway. So to use the metaphor of a journey. So as we think about these different dimensions, one of the dimensions is how you think about engaging with customers. So in engaging with customers, the shift is really from exposing them to marketing communication towards engaging them with content that they find useful. So that is the shift from what I call exposure marketing to engagement marketing. Right. The next thing that we think about is data. And in data, we have to move from having just transactional data about customers to now being able to use unstructured data, which includes the social data, video data, and all the other forms of data that we're getting to form a 360-degree or a holistic perspective on the customer profile. So that's the second shift. The third shift, or the third lane, is how we actually execute marketing. And here the change is to move from a sequential approach, which we call the waterfall approach, to an agile approach where we are running smaller marketing initiatives much more quickly and doing rapid experimentation and execution in 2 to 4 week agile cycles. Then the next thing we need to think about is the form of our marketing organization, the structure. And here our shift has to be from functional marketing organization to a customer-centric organization that is really focused on new skills like content management, marketing operations, and marketing automation. And the final thing that we need to think about is the technology that underlies marketing. So the systems that we use to engage with customers, and that has to change from sort of a silos of automation where we have systems for, say, customer social listening, a system for community management, a system for content management, to a unified system of engagement that brings together all of the customer-facing technology systems in one place so that we have one customer ID and one system of engagement. So that is the marketing transformation journey in its 5 lanes or 5 dimensions.
Thank you, thank you. Now we're moving to the innovation radar. I'm fascinated by your framework to conceptualize the aims of business innovation. How to apply it to an organization?
So the innovation radar paints a 360-degree picture of business innovation on 12 dimensions or 12 vectors along which a business can think about innovation. These include innovation in the customer experience, innovation in the channels, innovation in the business model, and so on. So having this innovation radar framework allows an organization to map its innovation strategy and how it is really competing on innovation. Is it an operations innovator? Is it a customer-focused innovator? Or is it a offerings or a product-focused innovator? So one thing that Innovation Radar helps you to do is to understand and map your innovation strategy and to be able to decide what dimensions we are going to compete on. The second thing that it allows you to do is to explore opportunities for innovation on dimensions that you might not have considered or on dimensions where you might not have taken enough resource allocation for innovation. So it allows you to focus on a few key dimensions of innovation. The third thing it allows you to do is to benchmark against competition to differentiate yourself in terms of your innovation strategy. So the Innovation Radar is a prescriptive tool, it is also a descriptive tool, and it is a diagnostic tool, and it is also a benchmarking tool.
Okay, thank you. I have my last question for you about marketing leadership. So let's talk about marketing leadership. You said that people who will assume the position of CMO in the coming years will face enormous challenge, and at the same time they can seize massive opportunity as well. So which are the skills to develop both at soft and hard level? I'm asking this question because we are also training the CMOs, so it's very important for us to know.
You know, as I think about the job or the role of a chief marketing officer, I think it is the best of times and it is the worst of times, as Charles Dickens said. Why is this the best of times? Because marketing is evolving into a function which is customer experience and customer relationship management. So the CMO has the opportunity to evolve into the chief customer officer, managing the front end of the front office. And the front office means everything from marketing to sales to customer care all needs to be managed in a unified way. So the chief customer officer will manage this customer engagement, manage the customer experience. They will also manage the analytics and the data that we collect about customers, as well as the customer-facing IT systems and the marketing operations. So as you can see from this description, that the CMO has to be very savvy with how technology, data, and process automation are going to transform their marketing activities. So they have to be a blend between a data scientist, a creative person, as well as a software and engineering skills to understand how marketing automation is done. So the opportunity for a CMO is to drive content management, marketing analytics, marketing automation, and the application of AI or artificial intelligence to optimize marketing. The challenge, however, is that they need to reinvent themselves. They need to create these skills and to learn how modern marketing works and what modern marketing capabilities are. They also need to create the appropriate marketing organization with new roles like head of content strategy or content marketing, head of marketing operations and marketing optimization, head of marketing facing IT, and head of the customer experience management. So you really need to think about these new roles and new functions and restructure your marketing organization to align more with the new capabilities that will be needed. So I think it is a fascinating area of opportunity if the CMO is able to actually transform themselves into this customer-facing chief customer officer. But if they rely on their traditional role of driving media advertising and marketing communication, they will increasingly run the risk of becoming irrelevant.
All right. So,
Thank you.
is there some maybe another question you would like to, something else you would like to tell to our readers randomly, because we have just 3 questions for you, but also.
So I think that one piece of advice that I would have as you think about all these ideas of marketing analytics, marketing optimization, marketing automation, is really start to create a hacker mentality, which means that you want to do marketing in a way that is agile, in a way where you don't have big marketing programs or big marketing budgets. Break it down into smaller initiatives, run a lot of experiments, test, learn, and adapt, and build agile marketing teams that are small, that are cross-functional, and that work very quickly and iterate on marketing campaigns and initiatives. So that I would really say that forget about big initiatives, big budgets, big projects. Think big, but start small and scale fast. So use data, use experimentation, and use agile as a way to move quickly, and don't aim for perfection, aim for progress, because perfection is the enemy of progress. It's much more important to test, adapt, and learn than to try to get everything right the first time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.